Yes, it was. I was giving him a stop sign, and he wasn't listening. He just rose up with all kinds of confidence and knocked it down. It was obviously a huge shot to put us up 2 possessions, and just no fear at all. And plus, he was 3 or 4 feet behind the line, so to rise up and shoot that down, that shows you the type of confidence that kid has. Yeah, George, he had one of those nights where everything was going right. Yeah, he made some great moves to the basket. We got him the ball in some really good spots where he could make moves on the block and then knock down his shots. And the guys did a good job of finding him. DeAndre's offensive numbers, weren't what they normally are, but he took what the defense gave him, and he had 9 assists and only 1 turnover. So our guys did a really good job, I thought, of moving the ball and sharing the ball. And that shows with our 19 assists. Yeah, he was all over the glass. I was really happy to see him go out with that type of mentality, to go out and just try to grab every rebound. Even he and Dustin fought over that one, which is fine. At least you got 2 guys going after the ball. And then he hit a couple big shots, a couple big threes. And made his free throws, especially down the stretch. So those were big. I thought he was really solid. He goes out. DeAndre was able to get out and run on the wing. We really wanted to try and throw ahead and attack from that area. He stepped up, made those free throws late when it was a 1-possession game, and did what he always does on defense. He made big plays and was always in the right spot. And certainly keyed us on that end. A team that's very high octane like Oklahoma, you have to have guys that are bought into the game plan. And with Monte, that's always the case. I wanted to try to improve our start. I wanted to move Naz back to the bench to see if we could get him back in a rhythm. He and Matt coming off together on the wings. I like that. You got 2 shooters coming off the bench. Just the big thing was, though, I wanted to try something because obviously we had not been getting off to good starts. Well, yeah, DeAndre, I thought played a very good game. I mean, again, I thought he, like I said earlier, took what the defense gave him, and he goes out with 9 big assists. And, I thought, at least in the second half, we did a much better job on Buddy Hield, who's a heck of a player and has had 2 huge games against us. But I thought DeAndre did a good job in the second half of getting out with more urgency on his closeouts. Right now you can see the difference is he's just rising up without even thinking, and when he's got a guy a couple feet off him, he'll jab step and shoot it, and that's great to see. That's what you want out of your shooters is to go out up and play without a conscience almost, like Tyrus McGee, who I always use the example. But Matt, not only that, I thought he made a couple really nice moves to the basket. Missed a little floater in there, but he got a nice and one there in the first half, and made some good passes, I thought as well. Plus defensively, I mean, he gave up an offensive rebound late, but he got the strip, which got us the possession back. I thought this was his best overall game. Yeah, I thought we were. They still got us on the glass by 13. They actually got more offensive rebounds this game than they did last, but not as many second chance points. In fact, the stat sheet says 4, as opposed to 22 is what they got last game. So I guess we did a better job after they got the second shot of not allowing them to score. I heard your question earlier, and we've had 3 great opportunities the last 3 years. I think 1 overtime loss, and then the other 2 were buzzer beaters. And it's a tough place to win. Melvin said he sure all been close. They weren't all close because I got my butt handed to us, I think, all 4 times I played down there. It's a tough arena. It's a great crowd, and they do a good job feeding off of that. So it's going to be a tough game, but, I hope you can build off the last 2 wins we've had, Kansas State in this game here, because we've made plays down the stretch when they've closed the gap, to find a way to win. And, you obviously have to do that in the road. It's a big one. There's a lot of teams right now that they got beat today, and if you go out and get one on the road, especially in Stillwater, that's certainly gaining one on the field.
Howard State's I thought played well. I thought they did a good job. Made free throws late. Nang just kept making big plays when they needed it out of him, as did Edgerman and other guys too. But tough battle. Howard State played great and deserved to win, and we've got to learn from it and bounce back for another tough game in 3 or 4 days. That's the nature of the play-in conference this year. Edgerman's had a terrific season. Every time you watch him on film, it seems like he's doing that. He's a really good player, very versatile, tough matchup, rebounds the ball like crazy. Just a terrific player and doing a great job for him, having a terrific year. Well, he scored from the block. He scored from three. He's just a tough matchup as well. He's very versatile and very mobile and knows how to play and doesn't mind taking a big shot. I thought his three late there was a big shot that created a margin that we could never quite come back from.